There comes a point where speed stops feeling impressive. It starts feeling noisy. And when that shift happens, people around you often don't know what to do with that, especially in a culture of hustle and bustle, a culture of confusion over lack of movement. Hey, I'm Christy, the comeback mentor, and I work with women who have lived real life. They have had decades of responsibility, leadership, faith, family, and even work, and who find themselves right now in a different space, a space that's kind of confusing and strange. It's definitely different than any other season they've been in. So this channel is a space and a place for those conversations to honor that wisdom and that those seasons of growth, and to honor the timing of this new season and really dig into some discernment. So if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. All right, let's dig into our teaching today. So one of the things that I've noticed both personally and in women that I mentor is how uncomfortable discernment makes society around us and this modern culture. Discernment is um, it's not making a big announcement. It's not given the space to take time to make a decision. People want snap, snap, rush, rush, performance based. And because of that, discernment gets pushed to the wayside. We feel too much pressure to make a decision immediately than thinking things through so we can make those mistakes, or we can get into a season or a strange land that we don't understand. In earlier seasons of our life, decisiveness may have come a little quicker, especially when we had to make those decisions on behalf of people that we care about or that we love, because we knew what was needed at that moment. Now that we're in that new season, it's harder to make those decisions, and we have to give ourselves the space for discernment. So, hustle culture, it has no ability for the kind of listening that discernment requires, especially for those of us faith-based who want to tune into what the Lord has for us during the season that we're stepping into or about to step into, or we're already there. Modern culture values speed, visibility, and constant output. And discernment is quite the opposite. It is stillness. It is sitting with and listening for input. So discernment interrupts the rhythm of our modern culture very much. So it causes women to second guess themselves and their choices of closing down a season or stepping into what they've stepped into, or even moving forward in that divine dream that the Lord has for them. Historically, wisdom has carried a lot of authority because it takes time to develop. Elders, mentors, people we look up to from the past were not impressive because they made quick, fast, immediate decisions. They were trusted, and we continue to trust them because of the seasoning, their ability to sit with something and listen and gather the facts and the knowing and the truth. Discernment was understood to be stewardship of life, energy, your calling, even your responsibility. And somewhere along the way, we replaced that with speed, output, immediate, constant. And for women in midlife transition, that creates a lot of friction because it's telling you there's weight on, and even creators or people who have programs, um, they have these fast action bonuses because they want your yes immediately, and they don't value the discernment piece, the building of trust and truth piece. And I know for sure that that is definitely something that I require, because discernment changes the questions that you're going to ask, or that you do ask, not just of yourself, but maybe of the Lord, or maybe of the pieces and parts of that season that you're desiring to step into. The things that carry weight now, they do belong in this season, but they require the right type of attention and the right kind of habits. And slowing down and listening is not about being weak or not having leadership abilities, not being able to make decisions. Don't let the world try to pigeonhole you. So that's out the door. You're doing the right thing if you've pumped the brakes, you've slowed down, and you're saying, I got to take time with this. If you're noticing roadblocks, however, every time you take a step forward that you feel and know is the right step, that's a whole nother conversation about things we've adopted about ourselves that's interfering with our true identity. Those can be resolved inside of heart healing, and I can do another video on that another day. But if you've noticed yourself slowing down, pay attention to that. So midlife discernment is not about offending, so to speak, hustle culture. It's about honoring who you are and respecting yourself. There is something waiting for you in this new season that's going to fill you and fill your cup overflowing. It's just for you, and there are people waiting, no matter how many, in what arena, what area. There are people waiting for you in your yes, but that you've set yourself up in the best possible way. And that discernment piece is key. So again, I'm Christy, the comeback mentor, and I pray that this was helpful. And I will see you in the next episode of Comeback Conversations. Bye.